all we need to get started is a suggestion.
Yeah.
Tunnel!
Tunnel. Sure thing. They're going to close the walls in the moment we pass through.
But there's like 20 cars behind us. They can't do that to those people.
They don't care. The city officials don't care. They're going to lock us in here. They're protecting us. It's either that or we're out there with the virus.
What kind of life is that going to be, David?
I don't know. We'll make it work. That's why I took you here. I knew I couldn't tell you before we got in here, but we'll make it work, you know? We'll start a village. Everyone, get out of your cars! Get out of your cars!
Honey, what are you doing? We're in the Holland Tunnel. You can't just leave. This is for cars only.
Go! Then everyone gets out of their cars.
Yeah.
Everyone immediately listens to this guy. There was a lot happening before this started.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah, this is moments after the news has just said, mega virus, you're all dead. Get the hell out of the city. So the tunnel's packed. You know this situation. We've all seen this. Everybody gets out of the cars, and it's like beautiful. Like all the doors open, and people are getting out like they can't see.
They're either like blinded by some light, or they just like really can't handle darkness. Everybody, we've been brought here for a reason. We have a purpose. We can be the ones that create new life in this tunnel. Life unlike anything that we saw outside. We call ourselves the Tunnelers.
But how can you be sure it'll be any different than the life we once knew?
We'll have barrels with fire. We'll have hot dogs and the canned goods that people have brought in their cars. It'll be a tight-knit community.
He's right. We're all civilians. I'm a preschool teacher.
And I used to be a doctor before coming into the tunnel.
And I'm the homeless guy looking for change. So we've got everything we used to have.
And the like big golden gates to the tunnel are closing right now, but it really doesn't matter in terms of what's going on with these guys because they're already in it.
Yeah, they're sold. They're sold.
I used to be a birthday clown. I can make people laugh.
And we are but a family of 5.
Sometimes family is what we need the most. So what do you say, folks? How about we make this happen? All right, but just so you know this, me, a hockey player, I think that it'll only be a matter of days before we descend into madness, start to eat each other, go nuts, and really crap all over the place, get messy. Yeah, going into like a hockey rage. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on, stupid. Come on.
Man, I like this guy. And then like half of the tunnel that's like the more dark and evil side of the tunnel follows hockey player Daniel to the northeast quadrant of the tunnel. And then the Lightsiders follow David, who's the guy that started this whole thing. It's like
They're at opposite ends of the tunnel and start their own civilizations. It's very Lord of the Flies with adults in a tunnel.
In David's land, the Lightsider crew. They're at their town
Dinner table.
council.
Yeah.
Dinner table council. What are the reports?
No sign of any open tunnel doors. We've checked our side. We can only hope that the hockey player's side is similar to ours. Otherwise, the virus would be flowing in. But I think we would know it by now. We'd be taken by it.
Lord David, I think we're focusing too much on the virus when we should be focusing more on the enemy at hand on the north.
Crunchy, you don't know what you're talking about, and get off the table! David, it's what Crunchy's saying it's ridiculous. We're fine down here. We don't have to worry about us going nuts and hating each other. The hockey player and his friends are at the other end of the tunnel. It's a mutual agreement, and we just won't cross paths.
Yes, Lord David, we've been at peace for 33 minutes. That peace won't be forsaken for some crunchy humpback theory of doom.
Well, what do you want us to do then? We just prepare with a bunch of weapons in case there's an attack, and we'll be the ones attacking because we'll be just a little too hot on our feet, and we'll just run in there with guns and shoot them all. I'm not going to be anything about that life.
But my lord, what would be the problem with that? What would be the problem in striking first?
If we strike first, then we're no better than the hockey players.
Agreed.
We're no better than the hockey players, then maybe we should just all start playing hockey. And I, for one, don't know how to do that. So,
And I don't like the ice!
I'm sorry, Crunchy, you've been a faithful servant for these 33 long minutes. But I must banish you from the light-sided quadrant of the tunnel.
Okay, banish me. You'll see, though, when the war comes and you're unprepared, that's when you're going to be thinking, oh, if only old Crunchy were here. He would know what to do. Oh, shit! So Crunchy falls all the way to the other side of the tunnel.
That's where all the hockey players are lined up perfectly, 10 by 10 by 20, a lot of them.
And it's like they've been doing that for like 33 minutes.
And then all of them point their hockey sticks. And then they split in half. And then Hockey King David. And as he walks, the guys on the sides decide to he can step on their backs. Who has come to the hockey tunnel side?
My name is Crunchy. I am from the other side of the tunnel. I was banished from my kingdom, sent with nowhere to live, nowhere to call home. I am but a middleman of the tunnel.
My lord, let me strike him down before you, this insolent fool, this abomination.
No, let him speak. Same body. My hockey men. There will be no talk of striking down a simple visitor. A middleman from Center Tunnel? Would we dare to strike him down or add him to our ranks?
I love you, my lord!
Middlemen, tell us tales of the other side. Where you come from.
They are fools, good king. Peace seekers, lovers of grass and flowers and all sorts of stuff that's pretty and in picture books. They don't want anything to do with war. They're unprepared for an attack. You could rule the whole tunnel.
These hands rule? Perhaps. Perhaps I could.
My king, your men have trained for many long time.
We'll do anything you want! We'll do anything you want! Anything you want! Come on, guys, anything you want! Anything you want! Anything you want! Anything you want!
Silence! If it is anything I want, it is anything I shall get. Crunchy, can you show us the way?
Oh, I could show you the way to the other side of the tunnel. It's very, very treacherous, and you'll get lost easily. But follow me, and I'll take you down the winding path.
My lord, be careful in trusting him. It's just his bottom jaw that's left.
My hockey players, we march forth to the side of the light.
Skates on! And then in the magical, nice kingdom of the light side,
There are now trees.
There are
hills.
there are trees and hills and the sun and clouds.
Animals. It's like, they're doing their shit.
And the Lightsider King looks up above, or looks below at his kingdom from his terrace, wearing white and purple robes and a cool brown, crown.
My lord, the town is just what we wanted it to be. Full of peace. No war. The other side will never come to us, as we will never come to them. We have finally done it. A new world. Something fresh and special.
Thermopylae, I want to believe you. But I smell something awful on the winds. The clouds grow darker, and I fear that something is coming with them.
My lord. But what could possibly come? The hockey players will not strike.
Thermopylae, you're my dearest friend and most trusted lover. In case something were to happen, I need you to take the sword of the Lightsiders.
By the grace of David. Lord, am I to fight with your blade in a time of war?
If I'm to fall, you are to take that blade and lead our people to safety. For whoever holds that sword will be the king of the Lightsiders, and our people will continue. Do you understand?
Yes, so it shall be.
Beautiful.
But and before he gets to finish his sentence, the hockey players come in, which is what he was about to talk about. And he's looking down and he's seeing the hockey players are just destroying the town. It's like a village in Lord of the Rings getting destroyed by orcs.
And again, they've got wooden hockey sticks, but they're destroying buildings made of cement.
And it's like they're catching fire. Quick, honey, you must ride. Ride, my child. I have to stay behind.
Father, I don't want to do it by myself!
You must go! Stand firm! Bring it on, hockey players! Ah! Ah! And more of that shit happens.
The whole town's getting destroyed. There are catapults flying above, like balls of fire. Everything's going to shit.
My lord! The time has come for war. I thought it would never happen. I suppose this is my time.
Thermopylae, let me do it. Take the women and children and show them the secret passage and run.
Very well. You must take your sword.
I will break it in half.
Very well. We'll each carry half. So he gets the side that's just the end of the blade, and I get the side that's like the handle, so it's better for me.
It just jumps down.
Women, children, come with me! I am to show you to the other side!
No problem.
Somewhere safe. And Thermopylae literally just runs them to the side where the hockey players came from, because there's nowhere else to go.
They're all down there. And all the hockey men and all the hockey guys are there surrounding this king, the Lightsider King.
And like a pathway opens a little bit. Like, you know, first he's like overwhelmed. It's like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
Oh,
but
yeah.
then like they open up, and then they see the other guy, Hockey King David,
Hockey King
also
David.
named David.
Yeah.
Well, my old friend, Mr. Wise words of the beginning of new society. It never was meant to be. War is what we're made of.
It didn't have to be this way, David. We could have joined forces, you and I.
What could we have possibly done for the benefit of man?
And then, like, the hockey guys have made a circle around them, so they push good King David up.
It breaks the hockey stick.
All the hockey men are like, how could someone defeat our king? Almost.
You know, this is just the beginning. More war will come. If I fall in this battle, my men will take you down.
And then he sees his open wound, his open belly wound. And then King David, Dark David, opens his chest a little, for he too has the same scar.
Where did you get this scar?
You just gave it to me!
So it is meant to be then. The two kings. I read a book once. It said that two kings would have scars on their chests, and together they would unite and create a world unlike any other. Perhaps that is meant to be us, but perhaps not.
But perhaps it is, what common enemy do we have? And then one of the hockey players says, the municipal government that locked us in here in the first place?
No, the virus.
Oh, yes, the virus. I was close, right?
A little bit.
Good job, man.
Maybe with our powers combined, we can fight the virus. We bring it in here. Just a little bit of the virus, and we murder it. If you kill one piece, you kill them all.
It's true, but it has to be the masterpiece, the brain.
And we'll lure it in with the one thing that no one can resist. The most awesome hockey game ever played.
Boys, open up your computers and Photoshops. We gotta make some flyers. Doing computers with their feet. 1,000 million pages, more pages printed than ever you've ever seen. We have all the pages we need, but who is to go upstairs into the real world?
I will do it!
Crunchy.
Allow me to reconcile with my one true king and my other one true king. Both of you together. And Crunchy can be the one to be the glue that holds you. What do you think?
Give the guy one last chance.
Oh, yeah. All right. Hands out.
Yeah.